Hi everyone. In this opportunity, I would love to share with you a lunar flow in which we are going to be invoking the water element in Sanskrit called Jala. So for that, we will start at the back of your mat and hip width distance apart. Uh, Softly bend your knees and inviting you to keep your gaze kind of uh, gazing into the horizon somewhere in front of you. Your arms are just kind of soft and with this sense of ease at the sides of your body. These first moments to arrive to your body, to also feel the volume of the whole you in the space in which you are right now. And this rebounding of the energy of the gravity force traveling through you from the earth through your feet, your legs, through your spine, the crown center, into the sky, and feeling this kind of oscillation of your body as it finds its own balance, this dynamic balance. Balance it's not a fixed thing. It's always moving. And placing your forearms at the sides of your waist here. So breathing in stillness. As you exhale, take your arms forward as you inhale to the back. And continue with this movement. Inhale back, exhale forward. Let's take 3 more. If you feel like kind of lengthening through your legs and rebending, feel free to do it. And 1 more. And let's take the other way around. So as you travel back with your arms, inhale. As you travel forward, exhale. Let's take 3 more. Deep breaths, if that feels good for you, to extend the breath. 1 more. And now this movement of your arms reverberates in your rib basket. And release. Breathing in, reaching up with your arms, softly with your shoulders, and folding forward. Try to keep your hands somewhere on the earth as you bring your hands entering your feet through the shin bones to your groins and traveling back through the kidneys, your buttocks, the back, your hamstrings, the calves. Bend your knees as you walk your hands forward into downward facing dog. From here, bend your right knee towards your chest as you wave your body forward. Then straighten the left knee and then lengthen through the right leg as you bend the left. And come back to down dog. Let's continue with this kind of waves with the whole body. 3 more. How's your breath? This continuity. And kind of visualizing these fluids, this fluid body that you are almost all of your tissues, well, all of them, are fluid or liquid. And come back to down dog. Breathing in, right leg rises, bend the left knee so as to soften that leg, knee to the chest, and step through. Drop the back knee and untuck the back toes. Bring again your hands in this position as we did at the beginning. And as you travel back with your hips, you want to offer with your arms forward. And as you circle your arms back, you sink your pelvis forward, kind of opposing these two movements. Let's take 3 more. How is your breath? And you're welcome to also move maybe your torso in the direction that it takes you. So listening to your own impulses also while you move through this fluidity. And rising your arms at the last cycle. Come back to plant your hands, tuck the back toes, and rising through the right arm to the ceiling. Release as you turn onto the edge of the left leg. And here adjust your left hand. Maybe you need to walk it forward, even your foot, right foot back, so as to kind of rest the left edge of the left leg, the outer edge, and coming back to planting both feet, releasing the right arm to the ceiling as you maybe lengthen at your own depth that front leg. Come back to pulsating here and turning the left outer edge of your back foot 2 more times. One more. How's your breath here doing? And step that right foot back into downward facing dog. This time, the left knee bends close to your belly, and that kind of pulls you forward in this full body waving. So the left knee bends into the belly, the whole spine unfolds forward, then the other leg bends. Let's take 3 more. How's your breath? Maybe it's good for you to extend it. Maybe it's good for you to just allow to breathe you. Last one. And take a moment in downward facing dog. Left leg rises, bend the leg underneath, knee to the chest, and step through with this effortless kind of quality. And tuck the back toes, rise into this middle lunge, and hands at the area of your waist again. So as you exhale, you travel forward with your arms and with your hips back. And as you inhale, pelvis forward, arms to the back. Like as if you would be cleansing your own kidneys with this movement. 3 more. This clear water in which your cells can swim, and even their inner environment. It is pure And last one, rising your arms, plant your hands forward and tuck the back toes, lifting from the left arm and release. And turn onto the outer edge of your right leg. So from here I need to do some adjustments with my arm. So this is not like any specific alignment. And come back to center, tuck the toes, lifting from those left fingertips and release. Let's take 2 more times this cycle, lifting. How's your breath? Breathing in, exhale, turning into the right leg. And come back to center, all the way back into down dog. Knees to the floor and start to circle around to one side, forward, to the other side. Even inviting you to open your knees like the width of the mat. So taking these 2 more cycles into this direction, whatever direction you're flowing to, and changing. So you might be feeling how the weight of your body shifts and the points of contact of your body parts change while you receive this weight 2 more times into this direction. And stay back as you shift the weight forward by pressing with your shin bones into an upward facing dog here. Release the weight forward, resisting with your arms as you pour the weight forward. And from here, release the arms to the sides and keep your tops of the feet on the floor as if someone would be kind of magnetizing you from the back body. Your tail is traveling back and the outer edges of your legs are pouring down. And release. Hands beneath your shoulders. Press back into tabletop and bring the right knee gliding through the floor forward as you gaze towards your left foot. Come back all the way into sinking your pelvis forward for upward facing dog and resisting this lowering down of the torso. This time, arms to the sides as we did before, and maybe you just lift a little bit. You want to keep the center of your medium spine really expanding towards, floating towards the back. And hands beneath your shoulders, press back into tabletop and bring the left knee forward, gliding through the earth, and you want to gaze the back foot with a soft neck. Come back. We'll repeat that action, adding 1 more movement. So forward as you drag the earth towards you and you kind of sink your pelvis forward by resisting with your arms. Your gaze is forward, eye level, and release. So lift the right foot and press the earth so as to sit onto your left side and continue gazing towards the back. Coming back, kind of slowing the movement here, spiraling and coming back to center. Release the arms to the sides, and this time everything floats towards the ceiling. Release. Hands beneath your shoulders, pressing back into tabletop, and glide the right foot towards the right hand as you untuck the back toes, and you want to gaze over your right shoulder towards the back foot. Come back to tabletop as you travel forward into this Bhujangasana, and lowering down as you keep traveling back from your sitting bone, from your coccyx, and lift the left foot, press so as to sit onto your right side. So there's kind of a delay with your spine spiraling over the left shoulder. And come back to the earth. Here also kind of a delay from your left foot. Yes. Once you reach the earth with the front body, release the hands, and you want to keep the palms facing the floor as you float from your back body. How's your breath here? Release. Hands beneath your shoulders, pressing back into tabletop, and bring forward the left knee towards the left hand, and you want to gaze through the left shoulder and come back, tabletop, and sit on your heels a moment, just a little tower here with your hands as you rest the forehead. How's your breath? How are you feeling right now? The experience of yourself right now. And let's lay down on our backs. And you're journeying to your back. So, keeping your feet hip distance apart, arms to the sides, and as you press the earth down with your feet and bring the earth towards your hips, lifting your pelvis here. So remember that action of pressing the earth down and towards you. How is your mouth, the jaw? And here asking you to kind of drop the right hip towards the earth and come back to this even hips and just the left hip pouring to the earth as you keep pressing a little bit more with the right foot, and come back to center. Release. Let's do it one more time, but this time keep the left arm towards the back of the room above your head, and the right arm just at the side of your torso. Again, press the earth with both feet, your knees travel forward, feel your 10 toes on the floor. You don't need to squeeze your feet, but just keep them alive. And from here, you wanna keep the left hip pouring and the right hip above, rising. Come back to center, changing arms through the floor. So see if you can feel your arms from your scapula and gliding back. And here release the right hip and the left hip rises. Keep your knees kind of parallel, the throat is relaxed. And come back to center and release. And bring that right arm to close to your torso. Open your feet wider, and we'll finish with this dropping on you of your knees to one side, to the other, a few times. How's your chest? The back of your chest, that space between your scapula. Two more times. And when you're ready, bring your knees to the chest, massaging these two superheroes, our kidneys, our filters. Visualizing this fluid body. Feel free to close your eyes or keep them open. This fluid body that you are, from head to toes, from toes to head. Even your bones have this quality of liquidity. And feel free to stay there for the time you need. Otherwise, if you want to end the practice with me, let's take a seat or maybe on your knees. And closing your eyes for a moment so as to honor circulation in our lives, fluidity, clarity, this receptive and resilient quality of the water element, that it is within us. We are water, essentially. Palms together if that resonates with you at the front of your heart. Thank you very much for sharing, and see you soon.